Lots of people think that you need to learn 2-look last layer or even ZBLL to get fast, but it has been proven that you can get really fast without even knowing full OLL. Both JPerm and Brody the Cuber have gotten sub-11 averages of 12 with 4-look last layer. This dude learned full 1-look last layer, and guess what he averages? 12.8, which means that your last layer is not the problem, it's your F2L. Think of it this way. Let's say your last layer is about 2 seconds. You do your cross in 3, each F2L pair in 3, and pause for 1 second between each pair. You're not even sub 20, even though your last layer is ridiculously fast. My point is, you get fast when you have good cross solutions, efficient F2L, and good look ahead. So how do you actually get those things? Well, there are plenty of videos on intuitive F2L and how to get good with it, and I'll link my favorites in the description, but basically you need to know what you're doing in F2L. When you see an F2L case, you should know exactly what you're going to do from start to finish without having to look at it. And once you can do that, you can start looking ahead. Look ahead is hard to get good at and even harder to explain, but this video by Ultra Instinct Cubing explains it pretty well.
Looking ahead refers to looking at parts of the cube that give you more information about a later step.
You should go and watch the full video, but basically what he's trying to say is you need to look away from the pair you're currently solving to look where new information is coming from. Another pause that's really important to eliminate, especially when you're trying to get really fast, is cross to F2L. So planning your first pair in inspection can be really beneficial, and I'm not going to talk about all the reasons why because it's too much to cover in this video, but maybe in a future video. Even after sub 15, you don't need to learn anything crazy like COLL, ZBLL, or X crosses. Brody the Cuber proves it in this video where he gets a 7.5 average of 5 with just intuitive F2L and 2-look last layer. That is all you need. While I was doing research for this video, I found this video by JPerm on how to improve your F2L, and he shared some really interesting stats that I'll show you right after you subscribe. I mean, look at this awful graph.
With the most basic intuitive F2L, you would probably rotate 7 or 8 times a solve versus only 2 or 3 with advanced F2L. Cube rotations are deceptively slow because of repositioning your hands.
A cube rotation is slower than 8 moves. Knowing this, minimizing cube rotations is obviously really important. So that led me to this video by Brody the Cuber and this video by Cubehead that will help you do just that. There's one more really important thing in F2L, and that is this. If you got this case, what would you do? Time's up. If you said this, you're wrong. The correct answer is this. Why? Because now you have this pair in a front slot and you're going to have to do one of 2 things to find your next F2L pair. Either rotate or look at the back. Both of these are bad, but when you insert it into the back, then you have 2 clear front slots and you can probably do your next F2L pairs without rotating. There does come a time when learning last layer algs is worth it, so learn full PLL at about sub 20 and full OLL at about sub 15. Until then, learning more efficient ways to solve your F2L pairs and getting better at look ahead is going to be the best way to get faster. And YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so see if they're right.